I'm going to continue on with a little bit more of my story, and then I will provide another prayer. So, we're up to 20 seizures a day, and I started having seizures where I was bleeding from my nose and my mouth and my ears. We didn't know what was going on. These were called PEN seizures. They stand for post-non-epileptic seizures. And they were very hard because they were not managed by medication. When I was 16, I was sexually assaulted by my teacher, which resulted in a pregnancy that I hid for 9 months. If my parents wanted to be here today, because they always come, but they're over the couples ministry, and they're doing something with the couples at church today, so couldn't be here. At any rate, I went into labor, 16 years old, at home. My parents live in Bowie, so I don't know if anyone's familiar with Bowie. The Bowie Health Center is literally behind my parents' house. It was December 28th, so it was very cold out, 1995. You guys remember the blizzard?
Yeah.
I got dressed, my water broke at home. I washed my sheets, remade my bed, and walked to the Bowie Health Center. By the time I got there, they said, "Did you know you're about to have a baby?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "We'll fix it." Of course, they were not equipped. The Bowie Health Center is not equipped to deliver children. So they rushed me in an ambulance. We didn't make it to the hospital. I had my son, Eric, in the hospital. At 16 years old, my idea was I would just tell my parents that I went over a friend's house, there's too much snow to walk back home, and it would be over. This is going to be my secret. I couldn't tell anyone. I didn't understand why this had happened to me. My son was 5 when I finally told my parents the truth. My mom and dad adopted Eric. They never found out until I said he was 5 what had actually happened. But my mom knew that was her first grandchild. Y'all know how black folks are. Y'all not giving this. No, we'll take care. We will. My mom was in total and utter shock. This teacher went to church with us. This teacher came over for Sunday dinners and prayed with us. And this changed my whole life. When my parents found out what happened, I decided at that point in my life, even with these seizures, even with these PEN seizures, even with the depression, I was gonna fight. Because out of this terrible thing came this beautiful child. Eric was diagnosed with autism. There's nothing autistic about this baby. He's working on opening his own barbershop. He graduated from Towson University with his master's in business, went to barbering school, now he's trying to open up his own barbershop. You can't tell me that ain't God. So with that being said, this leads me to my next poem. This is called "You Thought You Broke Me, You Didn't." This thing called mental illness came into my life, and it ripped me of everything I thought I knew. You thought you broke me, you didn't. You told me that I was ugly and that no one could ever love me, but God told me they were all lies. You thought you broke me, you didn't. Every hill I've climbed it, every ocean I've swum it, every mountain I've conquered.